We're going.
Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. You have the Rhino, you have the Salvation Army,
That's
we
me.
have this here beer. This here beer is Dogfish Head's Chicory Stout.
Oh. So, I'm sorry. Hold on.
5.2%
awesome.
ABV in this Chicory Stout. Do you like chicory root?
I do.
Ooh. Well, maybe you'll like this
Maybe I will.
Chicory Stout.
Oh, fine. That label does not work well under that label.
No,
It's just a whitewash. Oh!
doesn't work well under any light.
Yeah, it seems kind of a wonky label.
And he does it in that recycled paper, which is good for the environment, sure, but it's not good for reading it.
Bad for the label. What are you doing, clumsy?
You drunk?
I stepped in the wrong place, so I held on to the cooler this time. I'm guiding the cooler away from the floor.
Okay, so
This is nice and dark.
it is ruby red at the corners, black the rest of the way through. Nice, I don't know, off-white mocha-ish head. Oh. That smells good.
Ghost hand.
Oh yeah.
Coffee and chicory. The chicory actually comes out on it. I'm surprised.
What's the difference, bottle and glass nose?
Not much, actually.
That's good.
Usually there's a lot of difference this
Usually,
time.
yeah.
It's earthy.
Yeah. Well, chicory is a root. Right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get that.
Earthy.
You know what? I just want to drink it. Let's drink it.
Cheers. I tasted chicory. A little bit. It's not like
It's not as
Way up
overpowering as
there.
I'd like it to be, but yeah, it's there. It is creamy. It's mouth-filling like a stout should be. A little more carbonation than I like in my stouts.
Weird. I find this very light. I find
It
very
is,
light
yeah.
mouthfeel.
First
Yeah.
out, yeah. You think it has to be that way to let that flavor come through, though? Like the chicory root flavor? You think it has to be a little...
No.
No?
I use chicory in my root toot stout, my root beer stout, and that's a heavy, heavy beer.
And it's still... Yeah, okay.
Like this has the right creaminess. It has the right mouth filling, but you're right. It is fairly light. It's very carbonated too. Like it almost attacks your tongue.
Yeah.
Lots of dark coffee flavors, lots of dark roasted flavors, and the chicory's there. The chicory runs in very nicely right near the end. Comes in at the beginning as well, but it really sits there at the end. I wish there was more chicory.
yeah, a little bit more chicory would be good.
Considering there's coffee, the bitterness scale. What about that?
It's the first stout, like you said. It's a little bit watery. I'm finding. Not too watery, but a little bit.
I mean, it does hug the glass a little
A
bit.
little bit, yeah.
So, I mean, it is pretty close to the right consistency. But I think the carbonation is what's making it feel so light in the mouth. Because it is over-carbonated, I would think.
Does that make sense?
For myself, at least. Taste-wise, it tastes fine. I mean, I've had a lot worse stouts. I've had a lot better stouts, too. But, I don't know. Here's the problem, right? Dogfish Head is a very hyped brewery. So they're more expensive bottles. I've got this at Premier Gourmet. Most bottles are between $130 to $190 a bottle, right? Normal
Yeah.
American beers are that price, like craft brews. This Dogfish Head stuff ranges. I don't remember which one this was, but they range from like $2.50 to $5, mattering which one you're going for. And is it worth even at 60 cents more? Is it worth it? Not really. There's stouts I could get for $1.90 that are just as good or better. For taste, I'd give it a 7. I'd buy it again on the taste because of the price and everything combined. I'll give it a 6. I could drink it, but There's better stuff out there.
Yeah, I'd give it a 6 as well. It's a fair, I guess, number
Yeah,
for
there's nothing wrong with it, but why pay the extra money for it?
it. Yeah.
There's nothing making me want to.
No, not at all. Honestly, it reminds me of the Black Cool. The first
one, yeah.
First one that we had, which was really watery and
actually,
underwhelming.
now that you say it, you know how talking can. That's why I like everybody here, is because
Yeah.
it can remind people of things. But yeah, talking about it, it reminds me a lot of the very first one.
Yeah,
Before Matt and the other guys there took what we said and
made it
Made
so
it better.
much better. And they did a great job, and that's what that reminds me of. It reminds me of that very, like, it wants to be a stout. It's trying to be a stout, but it's watery.
I would almost
and
call this a Baltic Porter, because a Baltic Porter is sometimes a lager, because this is more a light, dark lager.
Yeah,
Call it what it is. It's a poser.
it's an expensive poser beer.
Dogfish
Thank you,
Head,
guys.
whatever.
Chicory Stout.
6 and 6. Bye.